Okay, let's do a review on the Maze Runner trilogy, because I just finished this yesterday. The last book. Well, not the last book, because the last book in the trilogy. There's like prequel and something. Okay. So the first book took probably 3 to 5 days to finish. The second book took 3 days. The last book took 2 days. I read half one day, the other half, yeah. But anyway, the first book, I'd say they're quite similar to the movie. They're quite similar, maybe like 70 or 80% similar. Thomas's personality is not personality, more like demeanor is different in the book. I think he's more emotional, which I like more, because considering the situation, why wouldn't you be emotional? But I give it a 4 out of 5. I think an 8 out of 10. The second book I give 100 out of 10. I don't know why it's lower in Goodreads than the first, but maybe they didn't like the Teresa drama. But it's so much better than the movies. It's not even comparable in my opinion. It's crazy. Like, it became like a horror show. I mean, it kind of did in the movies too, but this is even more so. Like, well, I don't remember the movie. I watched all the movies, but it's been a couple of years. But I don't think the long hallway they had in here was. I don't think it was in the movie. Like, their literal heads came off. Like, it was all dark too. Like, man, like. Okay, spoiler, obviously. I should have said, like, this whole video is gonna be spoiler. But, like, when they were escaping the facility, to the Scorch area, to get, well, they escaped the facility with a transporter or whatever it was called, trans something. They went through it, and it took them to a long hallway, zero anything. So they were like stumbling against each other, falling. Thomas was the last one to go in. And what was it? So they walked endlessly. They were instructed to go through all the way until they reached the Scorch area, the desert. But then they heard a voice, like a very old man, saying, "You'll get sliced into pieces if you continue." Of course, they were scared. But then most of them decided to go anyway, because they already gave the warning, like from a real person in front of them, say that if you stay in this room, you're gonna die, basically. So they can't go back. They know that, so they have no choice but to continue even though they're scared. So as they go on further, the voice stops. But one person was suddenly like going crazy, screaming, kicking their legs. Thomas didn't know who it was, but he ran up to him. Another boy he's very like a helper type dude, Thomas. He's there to help everyone. He's that good boy. He's a nice guy. He helps him, but he doesn't know what's going on. He can't see a thing. Only followed his voice. He had his hand at his back. That guy's back, the one screaming. And he's like, what's happening? What's wrong? Why are you screaming? I want to help and stuff. But he was thrashing around like crazy. He had to like pin him down. And then he got like quieter or something. Or he tried to hold the back of his head for support. But there's no head. Like, what? And then like he was like confused, shocked, like he can't see anything. He was like just confused. Why? Where is his head? Like, but then he felt like, like it's so, the detail makes it so gory. Like, I mean, it is gory. Like, he tried to feel around and he just felt like flesh or something. No, no, no. He felt like a metal ball instead of his head. Like, a whole metal ball. Like, I don't know. It's so weird. And then it rolled away, and then there's like nothing there. In place of his head, there's nothing. And then he feels the blood on his hand oozing out of, his neck. Oh, my god, it's scary. Oh, it's so scary. It's like, it's a whole other. I mean, I hope that's in the movie. I don't think it is, but dang. I mean, it's probably hard to like show that whole thing if it's pitch black. And what year was this? For the budget and stuff. But it would have been so good if it's in the movie. Like, the dread, like not knowing when the hallway is gonna end. Everything. That's like an end here or something. Maybe sooner. But yeah, really good. I don't think Teresa's part was annoying. It's not like the movie. The movie was annoying. This makes you think you don't know who to trust. Like, I was with Thomas's mind in the second book. Like I had his mental state. I mean, not exactly, obviously. I'm outside, I'm not in this situation, but it was interesting. But then I'm like, Teresa and Aris, I don't know his name. Aris is crazy. Like, it's so crazy. I think we meet a character named Brenda here. I don't think she really was in the movie. I can't remember. But, my god, I was praying to the very end, please. Don't make her do crazy. Don't make her a betrayer. Please just let this person be on Thomas's side. Please. That's the one thing I was like hoping for, because I actually like Brenda more than Teresa. Even from the first book, honestly. Teresa was alright, but I don't know. I really felt the betrayal Thomas felt. But Teresa is she's quite different in the book. Like, if you hated her in the movie, I think you should read the book, because it's really different. Third book, spoiler for movie and book again, if somehow you're still here. Newt, he dies a different way. Thomas literally shoots him in the head. I mean, I think he was forced to in the movie too, but it's quite different. The scene is very different. It's so sad. Newt's how they handle Newt is better, I think, in the book. It's not that amazing, but it's definitely better than the movie, I think. The whole movie scene at the end, them jumping off the building, is just so dumb. Not to say that not to say the book is perfect. The ending is kind of 3 out of 5, because it's just what's it called? I don't know. Some people say there's like plot holes. It's not quite plot hole. It's just dumb. Because Wicked had a bounty to catch immune people in Denver, and Thomas was about to get captured by a bounty hunter, but then a drone comes from Wicked and shoots the kidnapper. And but why? The bounty hunter was gonna take it to Wicked, probably. I mean, most likely. For the money, obviously bounty hunter, but then why would a Wicked drone stop the bounty hunter? What is this? There is a possibility that the bounty hunter could have taken it to some other person, but I think he was taking it to Wicked, or he was trying to, at least, for the money. He doesn't care about Wicked the bounty hunter, but yeah, it's dumb. I don't know, like, why? I don't know. The ending is kind of anticlimactic. Teresa's death felt sudden. I mean, it makes sense, but because everyone was dying everywhere, and then, but it just felt lackluster. It felt like they were just trying to do it for redemption. Like, I mean, honestly, there's no reason for the redemption, because like she was actually really forced to. Thomas thinks she betrayed him, because if not, they would kill him. So basically, she put her all into trying to make him think she betrayed her, which was just, it's sad. It's sad. But I understand why she did it, and I understand why Thomas doesn't trust her. I don't trust her. Like, is it true? Is she telling the truth? Like I couldn't trust her to the very end. Only until like she was fighting off the grievers when they came to rescue the 200 immune people in the maze that were put in the maze to a restart trial, for the whole thing to restart. Only when she was fighting the grievers face to face, hand to hand, I was like, okay, maybe she is really on their side. Cause like Teresa is very, she's really a good actress. Dang, she's a good actress. Like I don't, she's insanely good. That's crazy. Like it's crazy. But I liked Brenda. Like I'm surprised I like her that much. I was just praying for her not to be like another Teresa, even though like Teresa's not a bad character we see at the end. I'm just praying she's not like Teresa. And like I couldn't trust it because in the movies clearly Teresa, I think when she got her memories back, she was on Team Wicked. But here in the books, they're like, she's with the right wing, with Gallia's group, and she's even against them after she got her memories, which was not the same in the movie, not the same at all. So yeah, I was like, is she gonna turn bad at the end? Is she gonna betray Thomas? Like, yeah, honestly, I mean, watching the movie first and then reading the book is gonna make you question Teresa, of course. Also Newt's letter. I was expecting that letter that was in the last movie, like a long letter for Thomas and the group. But no, the letter here is different. It's 2 sentences. Please kill me, Tommy. That's the one thing I want you to do, or something like that. It's just 2 sentences, telling Thomas to kill Newt. And it's so dumb. Like he said, like you'll know when to read it. You'll know. And then like he gets taken. Like he couldn't enter the city because he was kidnapped. I mean, I know he had the flare. So he stayed on the Berg, which is like, I don't know, a big giant ship, helicopter thing, plane thing. The dystopian looking type of helicopter thing. But I mean, there's like shower and food, it's a giant thing. It's not just like a plane, obviously, not like a helicopter, a flying thing. But he was up there. He got someone checked inside, figured out he had the flare just by looking at him, unfortunately. So they took him to the, what's it called, Crank's Palace, where they keep people that have the flare. They keep them in there, kind of like a prison, but they have like a bowling alley and stuff, but it's wild in there. It's like no law, crazy. It's like an open prison, not, I don't know how to describe it. It's a giant prison that has like, it's big, it's giant. It's not like a prison cell. Well, there are prison cells, I think, in there, but only for the crazy worst ones, But yeah, it's more like an open prison thing, but in a complex, a giant complex. But anyway, they take Newt there, and when Thomas and Minho goes to get him back, they just need to bribe the guard. The guards don't care. Somehow they don't care. I don't like. Why would they not care? If they get out, the flare gets worse. He's gonna die. He just cares about dumb, Is that? I don't think this is the right sentence, but momentarily money. Like, I don't know. It's so dumb. Like, why do you not care if anyone escapes from there? It's gonna spread the flare. You might get it because it's so highly contagious. Like, that doesn't make sense. But I like how they did Newt's death more here. The ending is better, but there's a lot of things that don't make sense here. So that's why 3 out of 5. I do like the ending. And they're dumb. They're really dumb. Wicked. I have this. I haven't read it yet. It's a prequel. I think it's about the Minho knew the 2 years before Thomas came. Tom. Thomas has so many nicknames. Tommy, Tom. Teresa calls her Tom. Newt calls him Tommy. Like, they make it, they escape, they make it to whatever this paradise place is. The Chancellor. I don't know how the Chancellor like stopped Thomas's operation. He was just gonna die on that operating table. It was so close. I don't know. Like, they were like ready to just dig in his brain. It's so dumb too. Like, they said we have to treat you well. We have to like be careful because you're like the subject. Like, you're the one. You're gonna bring us the cure. But they treat him so roughly. And during the whole there's like a whole attack. They're gonna take over, burn the whole wicked down. And they're like, we gotta do this now. We gotta open his brain up now. During an attack. Like, how are you going to concentrate and get the data with all this going on? Like, are they stupid? Like, I don't understand. Like, why? What would be the point? Like, you wouldn't be able to get the proper data in this kind of situation. Why are you so desperate to open him up? Like, because I don't think you could like leave the brain open and him living for like you can't last that long, I'm sure. I don't get it. Yeah, it's dumb, it's stupid. But yeah, anyway, this is the end. Like, we failed but also succeeded. Like, our best people, the best of humanity, has like been taken to this nice place where they can live and thrive. They can, I mean, they didn't say it here, but clearly they could like, breed. They can like start a whole civilization in this remote place, just 100, maybe 200, 100 to 200 people, I think. And they're all immune, so the trauma's over. Unless someone finds them. Hopefully no one finds them. It seems like it's a completely remote place. I mean, Wicked is rich, so most likely they could find a very remote but good environment. So yeah, they're there. So it's like, yeah, they're like, oh, we did this, so we have to pay the price, yeah, by torturing people to find the cure. But yeah, it's just, I know it's just a speech. I don't know, bro. I don't know what to think of the Chancellor. I wish she has more humanity than the rest, at least. That's for sure. Oh, Chancellor Paige and Brenda. Yeah. So even though she's in Wicked, she is kind of has more humanity than the other workers there. Wicked has, yeah. Wait, where does it say? Yeah, it's like, we can't do it. Like, thought we needed to dig deeper, be more ruthless, which is crazy. What does it say? Wait, let me find it. Yeah, the strongest, toughest of our subjects. Wait, I can't even see it. Okay. Of our subjects, where they can begin civilization anew. So, yeah. Why didn't they do this in the beginning? They were just, well, I mean, it makes sense because it's so highly contagious that, wait, that's the wrong order. It's so highly contagious that obviously they want to work on a cure for everyone. But at least they finally gave up because clearly there's no cure. Which is different than the movie. In the movie, they found a cure. I can't remember how, but I don't know. I think this ending is better. It's kind of hopeless too. Like, they did all this for nothing, basically. They tortured a bunch of people for nothing, basically. They should have just immediately gathered the immune, let them live in a remote place, make them, build their own community, tribe. Because clearly, well, I'm thinking, it makes sense biologically. If the immune reproduces with the immune, most likely their children will be more immune. Of course, probably some of them will die because, I don't know, contagious biology stuff, it's in the air, I think. But they're more likely to produce immune children, immune offspring, because they're all immune. Like, if they, So, if they're that concerned about humanity all dying, they could have done this from the start, really. Yeah, of course they were concerned for their own selves. They want a cure for the whole world, but yeah, that didn't happen. Like, on some reasoning and point, I couldn't understand when this whole thing came, and I hate Wicked. They said it's their fault. They said they released the virus for population control because of the sun flares. But, so, like, you have the nerve to, like, kidnap and torture people to find a cure for something you released. Like, Wicked is good? No. Wicked is not good. The fact that no, look at that. That is a plot hole, kind of. Teresa, she wrote Wicked is good on her arm when she woke up. But when she got her memories, she's against Wicked. That's why I'm questioning her to the very end. Because in the movie, when she got her memories, she was with Wicked. Because why would she write Wicked is good if she is not with them? I'm confused. Oh, I guess she could have changed her mind. I guess it's just a mystery. It's not fleshed out totally. Maybe she was with Wicked before she went through the trial herself, or the maze. But once she went through the whole maze and then got her memories, she was against Wicked. Because just like Thomas said, maybe he was on their side before, but experiencing it is quite different than being on the other side. Honestly, I believe it because he never got his memories, but I believe that he was with Wicked, with Teresa. Like, he was supporting them completely, wanting the cure. Like, he was with them. Like, he didn't care. Well, he cared, but the cure was more important than, the couple lives they lost here, the few hundred lives they lost here. So, yeah, I guess they're similar in that regard, that they both think Wicked is good. Well, maybe Thomas was having some doubts, but Teresa, I don't think was. But the maze changed them clearly and made them different people. So even Teresa getting her memories back, she's against Wicked, even though she was with them, on board with them before. And Thomas just doesn't want his memories back. But yeah, I guess that's the whole review. So this is wild, like wild in a good and not good way. Better than the movie, but not that good still. It's just kind of dumb. The second was perfect in my opinion. Literally perfect. I don't know why it's lower than the first, like I said, on Goodreads. First was fine. This is new. I bought these two secondhand. Also the secondhand. I should have bought the whole series secondhand so I didn't waste money. But yeah, this is why this is more nicer looking. But yeah, that's the whole review. I would say, is it worth reading the whole trilogy? I think so. If you want a better experience than the movie, I think it's worth reading. Because it's not the same. It's definitely not the same, these two. The first one, 70% the same, like I said. But I think it's also worth reading. I think you're gonna be a bit... Like, I was considering just watching the first movie, or I remember the first movie, and then just reading these two, without reading this. But then I found like a PDF online, and then I read a few, and then I was like, oh, Thomas is quite different. I think I should buy the book. And they have telepathy. I forgot to say that. It's a quite huge difference in the movie. The movie, Teresa and Thomas doesn't have telepathy. That's part of the the Wicked, they put something in their head to allow that. So yeah, that's completely different. So it makes it quite interesting. I think it's not Gally. Albie is kind of different too. How he dies, I think, is different if I remember correctly. Yeah. It's a bit predictable what happened to Albie, what he did. But other than that, yeah, it's fine. It's a good introduction as any. Yeah, that's the trilogy. This is the very amazing best. I love this book. One of the best books in like a series type of thing. Yeah. Anyway, that's it. Sorry for the long video. I mean, it's 3 books in one go. There we go. I was contemplating on reading the prequel first, but I wanted to read it as the order as it was released. So I wonder why this one doesn't have a sticker, even though it was secondhand. Whatever. Alright. Pokemon. I don't know how many days. I think either 2 or 3 days. Probably 3. I was thinking of splitting it in 2 days. Wait, that's not the bookmark. Didn't I place the bookmark in the right place? It's supposed to be half. Whatever. I was thinking 2 days. Read it. But maybe 3. Maybe I've been going to. Maybe I should take my time more. 3 days is alright for this book. How many pages? Probably 230. 333 or something like that. Yeah. So if I'm not good at math. 111 then. 100 pages a day. It's pretty good if I do that. Yeah, at least 100 pages a day, I think, because less than 100 is too low for me, unless there's like class. My classes are over, so yeah. I'll read this next, the prequel. Yeah, I'm interested in seeing how the Glade is. When it was like Newt and Minho before Thomas came. This is the book, I think. Also the running pictures on the side are kind of funny. This was the funniest. It's like the front view of someone there running. But yeah. Alright, thanks for watching to the end. I don't think anyone's here anymore. But whatever. Trilogy Maze Runner review.